Good morning, you guys. Are you guys excited to travel with me? So after my New Orleans trip back in March, I realized how much I miss traveling. When I went on that trip, I had not gone on a trip in a year. So I knew sometime this year I would go on another trip or two. And I was planning for an international trip because my last international trip was almost 2 years ago. The last time I left the country was when I went to Dubai in November of 2023. But it was a little last minute. So I am in the very early stages of planning an international trip later this year, probably in the last week of September, I'm thinking. But on this trip, we're gonna go visit a few more states because it is on my bucket list to go to all 50 states. And I think that'd be so cool to do because I did read somewhere that the average American only makes it to 12 states in their lifetime, and less than 1% will ever make it to all 50 states. And I know that there's a lot of people trying to do the whole international visiting a bunch of countries thing, which that's amazing. And I do plan on doing a lot more international traveling. But I feel like when you're trying to visit a bunch of countries, you're not really trying to see what the US is like. And the US is a huge country. And those people, they're trying to see the rest of the world, but yet they haven't even seen like 20% of the country that they live in. There'll be 3 legs of this trip. I'm going to be going to Wichita, Kansas, Rapid City, South Dakota, and Omaha, Nebraska. So I'm doing kind of like a Midwest trip because I haven't really traveled in the Midwest, really. The only Midwestern state I've really been to is Oklahoma, which I don't even know if that really counts as the Midwest or if that counts more as the South. So I'm going to break this trip into 3 separate videos, one for each place I go to. So this video is all about Kansas since that is the first leg of the trip. But when I told people where I was going to on this trip and I said Kansas, some people were like,
"That's so random. Why are you going there?"
Well,
if I am going to go to all 50 states, I gotta make it to Kansas at some point, right?
my flight to Kansas is at 10:25 this morning. I actually woke up at around 5 a.m. I set an alarm for 7 a.m. But when I woke up at 5, I tried to go back to sleep and I was like, who am I kidding? I'm not going back to sleep. So I just got up and got ready, and I predict that I will probably take a nap at my hotel
in Kansas.
So I'm probably not going to do anything today, but tomorrow I have some stuff planned, and then Monday I have some stuff planned, and then Tuesday we're going to head over to Rapid City, South Dakota. But yeah, your girl is finally making her way over to the Sunflower State. Also, for my New Orleans trip from 3 months ago, I did a A-roll and B-roll type of video where I took you behind the scenes, talked to you guys, and then also showed you guys what I was doing. Well, you guys seem to like that type of video a lot better than just the normal B-roll footage with the voiceover that I've done in the past. I had not done one of those travel vlogs like I did for the New Orleans trip since my business trip to Houston. So I figured if you guys like this type of video better, then I'm gonna do this type of video for this trip also. By the way, this type of video is harder to film and harder to edit, which of course you guys like the video that's harder to film and harder to edit better, because
life just can't be simple like that.
So you guys better like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification, because I'm doing this for you. And this type of video is not easy to film, especially when you're on a trip. Okay, I made it to the airport, and I am looking to see where I can get some breakfast because I didn't eat anything this morning. But I'm really happy that breakfast will be provided at every hotel I'm staying at on this trip. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and see if they have anything. So I found some breakfast. I got Wendy's, which I really like Wendy's, but I've never had their breakfast before. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to try. And I found the sitting area near where my gate is. So we're gonna have the breakfast and then we're gonna head over to the gate. Breakfast egg and cheese sandwich, some potato fries, and then a lemonade. I'm in Chicago for my layover. My first flight was a little bit delayed, but I'm really happy that it wasn't delayed enough that I would miss this flight. Girl made it to Wichita, Kansas. It's actually a really hot day here. It's like 91 degrees, but I just checked into my hotel, which
You guys know I'm gonna give you a tour of this hotel room.
So here is the bathroom, and then right here you have this pretty decor plant piece with a mirror, another mirror right there. We have a sofa here, microwave, refrigerator, table, TV, and then the bed is right here. So this is where I'll be living for the next 3 nights. I'm sitting in bed right now. I'm gonna relax for a little bit and then I'm gonna go and get some dinner. It's like 3:30 right now. It's a little too early for dinner, but I am so excited to be on vacation because
Who doesn't like to be on vacation? I don't know. I think everyone does.
But I'm really excited to be in Kansas because I remember when I visited Oklahoma City almost 3 years ago. At the end of the trip, I thought to myself, wow, I wish I had planned some time to go visit Kansas and especially Wichita, because Oklahoma City and Wichita is only like a 2-hour drive, but I didn't plan for on that trip and I was like,
Bummer.
next time I can go. So now I'm here. I've actually only ever met one person who was from Kansas, so now I am visiting the state that he's from. And when I'm trying to pick a place of where I wanted to visit in Kansas, I looked at Topeka and then I looked at Wichita. So I looked up what's the biggest city in Kansas and it said Wichita, and I was like, okay, let's go to Wichita. There's probably a lot more things to do here. I meant to mention this in the clip that I filmed this morning, but I've always really liked US geography and the states because I learned about all the states when I was in 3rd and 4th grade. And when I was in 4th grade, we had a test at the very end of the unit where we had to memorize all the state abbreviations and all the state capitals. And yeah, girl, I got 100 on that test. I don't think I remember all the state abbreviations, but to this day, I still remember the capitals of all 50 states. So if you ever see me and you want to quiz me, you can quiz me because I know them all. Okay, you guys, I woke up from my nap. I actually slept a little bit longer than I wanted to. It's a little bit past 6 now, but when I woke up, I was like,
Where am I?
like, it took me a few seconds to remember that I flew to Wichita. So I was like, your brain probably needs some food. So I think I'm gonna go to Target. There's one that's like 5-6 minutes away, walking distance from me, because I wanna go pick up some pre-made food. I am walking over to Target now, and as you can see, it is quite windy today. I'm inside Target now, and I am heading over to the pre-made food section. I can find where that is. I believe it's this way. I got back from Target, and they didn't have as big of a pre-made section as I thought, so I went over to Dairy Queen, which I had never had before. So this is Dairy Queen. I got a cup of water, and then I got this like cotton candy blizzard. Not sure what this is, but it was cotton candy and I was like, I gotta try it if it's cotton candy. And then this is the stuff I got from Target. I got some combs because I forgot to bring one. I got a small travel sized shampoo because I only packed conditioners because I thought that the hotel would have a bigger bottle of shampoo here, but they don't, so I bought that. And then I got a mini hand sanitizer because I'm almost out of the one that I have, and then some hair ties because I forgot to bring that too. Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday today. I have a day full of fun stuff that I'm gonna do here in Wichita. So it's like 7:30 in the morning right now. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then we're going to enjoy the day together. All right, it is 2 hours later now. I am standing outside of a hotel. It's a very windy day today. I'm sure you can tell I'm blowing on my hair. So I just finished up exploring Keeper of the Plains, and I saw that the Ring of Fire show is at 9 p.m. every night. But right now I am heading over to get some lunch. The only place I can find that's like walkable distance is a Subway, so I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go to the Old Cowtown Museum. With lunch, and now I'm heading over to the Old Cowtown Museum. I got a 6-inch sub instead of the foot-long one that I usually get because I'm not super hungry. You guys, I just finished up at the Old Cowtown Museum. It was really cool. It felt like I was living in the 1860s to 1880s. But now I'm heading over to the first Pizza Hut. And my Lyft driver is arriving, I think, right now. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, I made it back to my hotel room. I took an Uber back. The Uber driver was
So talkative.
and told me her whole life story and what I should do here.
Sometimes Uber drivers just do that with me. They just talk to me about random stuff.
But I did go see the Pizza Hut. It was started by two brothers who went to Wichita State University. And now it's like a big national, I don't know if it's international, but it's definitely a big chain pizza restaurant now. So if you have a good business idea, maybe you should start it, because who knows, one day it could be a big national or international chain. But I'm going to take a shower and rest. It was so hot and so windy today, so I feel a little gross. It is 7:30 p.m. now. I kind of half napped, half didn't, but I need to go out and get dinner because I am just absolutely starving. But I really don't want to go, but your girl can't starve tonight. So I'm going to go, and I think I'm going to skip the Ring of Fire at the Keeper of the Plains tonight because I'm just really tired, but maybe I'll go tomorrow because they do have it every night. We'll see. I saw that there was a Firehouse Subs about 15 minutes walking from where I am. And also, I saw that on their menu they had soup, which I'm craving right now. Also, I forgot to mention when I came back today that the Old Cowtown Museum was free because it was like a Sunday special. I'm not sure if it's every Sunday, but that was a nice surprise. But even if you had to pay, it's not even that expensive. I think it's only $12 for adults. And then the Pizza Hut place that I went to was closed, so I couldn't get into the actual building. But it was really small anyways, and I took like a little video from the window. It said online it was open today, but when I got there, it said it was only open Monday to Fridays. I'm back with my Firehouse sub. I got the combo, which comes with a sandwich, a drink, and a side. And so for the drink, I got blueberry lemonade, which I've never heard of this before. And when I pushed the button for the drink to come out, it was clear and it kind of looked like water. And then I was like,
There's no way this is blueberry lemonade.
so then I tasted it and I was like,
Wait, no, this actually does have flavoring, and it is blueberry lemonade.
so I think this is kind of similar to like the H2O drinks that we used to have when we were kids. You guys remember those? And then I got my soup in here. This is the potato soup. I don't know. I saw potato and I was like, I'm gonna get that because I just like potatoes and stuff. And then this is, ooh, napkins fell out. This is the sub that I got. I predict that it will be similar to the Subway that I had for lunch, but we'll see how it compares. Not bad. But yeah, this meal combo was like 16 bucks, which is kind of expensive. They added on an extra $3 for the meal combo and then an extra like $2 because I got soup instead of chips or cookie. Hello, you guys. It is the next day. I'm starting my day a little bit later today. It's a little bit past 11 a.m. I woke up at like 8 this morning and then I was like, I have to go and get breakfast because breakfast ends at 9. And so I went down, got breakfast, and then I came back and I was still tired. So I kind of lay down for a little bit and then I had to check into my flight for Rapid City tomorrow, and so I did that. And by the way, United Airlines now makes you put in a credit card to check into your flight and in order to save your boarding pass to your Apple Wallet in case you show up at the gate with more bags than you're supposed to. But if you don't have more bags than you're supposed to, then they don't charge your card. So they just kind of make you put a card on file for the flight, which I don't think they did that before. But I'm going to go to the Greetings from Wichita sign on the wall that I saw online, and it's very Instagrammable place, and you guys know me, any Instagrammable place I have to get a picture there. And then I'm going to go to the Museum of World Treasures, and then we're going to explore some of downtown Wichita. I got my photo in front of the Greetings from Wichita sign, and now I'm waiting for my Lyft driver to bring me to the Museum of World Treasures, which is located in downtown Wichita. So I'm going to explore the museum, and then I'm going to explore downtown Wichita. Finished up at the Museum of World Treasures. really cool. It was kind of like a natural history museum. So I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm starving, and your girl needs some yummy yummy in her tummy. I found a Five Guys, which I haven't had in a while. It's a couple hours later now. I just finished up resting. It started pouring outside. I have the other half of the Firehouse sub that I bought yesterday. I couldn't finish it yesterday, so I just put it in the refrigerator for dinner tonight. So I'm just gonna eat that, which worked out perfectly because now I don't have to go outside and get soaked to get dinner. But I am heading over to Rapid City, South Dakota, bright and early tomorrow morning. So I'm going to end this Wichita vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really, really hot the past few days. Really windy also. Not as windy today, more windy yesterday. I'm really excited to be heading over to the second leg of this trip. I really wish that I was able to make it to the sunflower fields here because Kansas is the sunflower state, so they're known for their sunflowers, but from my research that I did online, it said that sunflower season is from late August to late September, so not really the sunflower season now. And plus, I don't really have like a way to get to the sunflower fields, but if you're ever in Kansas during late August to late September, definitely check out the sunflower fields. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog. But I'll talk to you guys in the next vlog on my trip to Rapid City, South Dakota. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and leave me a comment letting me know if you've ever visited Kansas before. All right, you guys, goodbye.